Rece, I appreciate you taking a few minutes to be on with us. I didn't even announce it because I didn't know, but this is a pleasant surprise. We appreciate it. How you doing, buddy?
I should have. I meant to get back to you last night, Barry. I apologize for that, but I'm glad it worked out.
Dad, you got anything for Rece? I don't know, was he lost? Hey, Rece, as we look to this game on Monday night, one of the things we've been talking about is we think that Clemson, a lot of teams hope they can beat Alabama, but they don't really believe it. We believe that Clemson really believes they can win this football game. But on the flip side, Alabama is tired of hearing about what Deshaun Watson did to them last year. So I think last year's game is a motivating factor for both teams. I want to get you to comment on that.
It's really interesting, Barry. I think that much like, in some ways for Clemson, I think it's very much like Alabama in 2009 when the season was sort of driven by the opportunity to get back and have another shot at Florida. And Clemson, I think, has felt that way for much of the year, that they were close a year ago and what was a tremendous and exciting game, and they wanted to get back and get their opportunity, and that's been something that has helped maintain their focus. So that's driven them. Under normal circumstances, I think that would be a big advantage for Clemson, and maybe it still is. But just what you referenced, I think, is pretty important. There are a couple of things. One, a lot of Alabama's defenders walked off that field last year in Phoenix, certainly proud to be champions, but maybe a little less than satisfied, given the number of yards and points that they allowed. So there's that aspect of them looking for a little redemption. And then I think just the way the semifinals played out and the whole Lane Kiffin thing has a lot of the sentiment swinging toward Clemson. And I think in some ways that might be beneficial to Alabama from a mental standpoint. And all of that said, you're always looking for those extra little bitty edges because it's a championship game. And, regardless of whether Clemson's getting another shot at Alabama or Alabama would like to play better defensively, at least some of the defensive guys say they'd like to play better defensively than they did a year ago. At the end of the day, I don't know that any of that matters. I'm not even really sure that it should when you have two teams. I mean, they're trying to win a championship. It's the ultimate goal. I don't know that either really needs a whole lot of extra motivation.
Yeah,
Hi, Rece, good morning. How you doing this morning?
Good morning, Coach. How are you?
I'm fine. Just a quick basketball note. We've talked so much football. Grayson was taken off of probation after one game. I don't, and seems to be with some media fine, some people not. Your feeling on that?
I always think, Coach, that length of suspension should be up to the coach or the administration or the university and whatever they deem to be appropriate discipline. And here's why. I mean, who's to say? He's doing stupid stuff. And at the end, all you have to do is stop tripping guys. Play the game, play hard, stop tripping dudes. I don't think it's some deep-seated mental issue. Just, stop behaving, like a 4-year-old when you get mad. And it's as simple as that. So what ends that? Is it one game? Is it 6 games? Is it 3 games? 3 games better than 4? I don't know. And to me, I think that it's reasonable to trust coaches and the administration's judgment on how long it is, because he didn't take a swing at anybody, and I realize he could have hurt somebody badly, but he didn't take a swing. He didn't pick him up and pile drive him into the second row. He tripped the dude, and it's stupid and dangerous, and I don't know why he continues to do this, but whatever. If they think the game's good, then the game's good.
Yeah, I know you got to go. I just wanted to tell you that the 86-87 team is going to be honored at the Missouri game, and that Mark Godfrey's coming back. I had to do some tall talking, but I got him to come back anyway. So he's coming back to that and be introduced.
I'll give you no comment on that one.
Well, I just wanted to throw it out. Rece didn't have to comment. I just wanted to tell him.
Rece, what is you guys' reaction to this Lane Kiffin, Steve Sarkisian situation? Obviously, we don't really know what went on. I mean, you hear all the rumors, this, that, and the other, but I think it's it's a move that Nick Saban probably didn't want to make, but felt like he needed to make. Maybe he had some input from his staff, maybe even some players. What do you guys think about this situation here?
I think the only thing you can know for sure, because you're right, Barry, you hear things from both sides. But I think that it's pretty clear, at least to me, that the issues had to be significant in Nick's eyes to make this move a week before the championship game. I mean, he had to think that that the preparation and execution of the game plan for Washington was so much out of kilter that the best chance to win the Clemson game would be to make a change. I know that sounds very simplistic, but I mean, think about what goes into that. This isn't after the Florida game and having 3 weeks to decide. This isn't reviewing the season as maybe Urban Meyer is just done and making an offensive coordinator change. This is doing it with a week to go. And, you know, I understand the whole thing that the game plan and the offensive philosophy and things like that are all set in stone or largely set, and that they're not going to come out running the wishbone of the air raid. Everybody understands that they're not changing offenses. But it has to be pretty significant if you're going to have a different voice making decisions and making adjustments on the fly and all of those types of things. There has to be a pretty significant issue, in my judgment, to make this decision with a week before the game.
No doubt, Rece.
We appreciate you being on.
Rece, what is y'all schedule when y'all heading down, and are you guys going to be in Tampa?
Yeah, I'm in Tampa now, and we'll be doing ancillary things and preliminary shows, segments, and stuff like that for SportsCenter and various shows leading up, and then we'll have a 3-hour show in the afternoon from 2 to 5 Eastern, 1 to 4 Central, and then we'll be on from 5 to 7, leading right up to the game, Central Time. I mean, so we'll have a 3-hour show in the afternoon. I think there's a break for PTI and Around the Horn, and then we'll come back on with the pregame show leading right up to kickoff.
Well, man, you don't know how much we appreciate you taking a few minutes.
I tried to get Barry not to call you, Rece. I tried to say, Barry, don't call.
I never mind when you guys call me. You guys are friends. I'm always happy to be on.
I just figured I'd throw it out there.
Yeah, he doesn't need to. He wants to get some rest. Thanks, Rece. You do a great job.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Thank you.
Guys. Take care.